Boston, Massachusetts. 10 years in the future. Well, technically you're in Cambridge right now, but let's not kid ourselves. A light but continuous snowfall has covered the streets of the Boston metropolitan area in a thin uniform powder, like the confectioner's sugar you'd find coating a pack's worth of miniature donuts. It's late December, just after Christmas and just before New Year's, a time one might normally expect to be relatively quiet, and in a lot of the city there is something of a lull. But in Harvard Square, the brickwork sidewalks and tree-lined parks are packed with students, tech fanatics, and dreamers, all discussing the same thing: Bit Crush, the augmented reality game that's taken the city by storm since it was introduced late last March. Over the holiday shopping season, the headsets for the game sold out 3 times, requiring larger and larger production runs to keep the people satisfied, though, naturally, many suspect that the whole thing was made up for marketing and they actually had a warehouse full of extras over in Brockton or Watertown. Regardless, it is the morning of December 29th, and 3 of you, having just disembarked from separate subway cars, are about to join the game for the first time. The 4th... We'll get to that part. Ricki, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, what's up? I am Ricki Ochoa. I am a 4-time Ninja Warrior champion. I am a 2-time Frogger winner. I am an 8-time Hole in the Wall, 22-time Wipeout winner. I have basically participated in every physical competition I can find, and I have beaten them all. I am a champion. I'm obviously a trans woman, and people don't like it when I compete in like segregated sports. But I don't care because I'm the best no matter what competition you put on me.
So I assume you're playing the game just to show that you can be the best at this too?
Yes, there's not a game I have entered that I have not won. This is the same, but like with a fancy headset, right? So what's new here?
Sure. Tori, what about you?
My name is Tori, and I have studied the humble art of the sword since I was a child. I believe there is no greater fulfillment than mastering my own abilities and dedicating myself to a hobby that brings me both fulfillment and tranquility. I have entered this tournament in order to test myself, and I suppose, well, people don't use swords much these days anymore, do they? And
no, that's true. I've noticed a lot more guns. Occasionally, people just fight with their fists. Not a lot of popularity with the sword.
It's quite vulgar, if I do say so myself. And I just want everyone to love swords as much as I do. And maybe if I win this tournament, people will start using swords again. I can show them all that swords are amazing.
Okay, and what about you, Meghan?
Hey, name's Meghan. Meghan Blythe. Go by Meghan Bite. Pleased to meet you. I'm just here because it sounded like a good time.
Alright, so I assume the 3 of you were just heading up. Are you gonna put the headsets on right away? You've each managed to get one, or are you gonna scout the area a little first, try and get a feel for what's going on?
That depends. How cool does it look?
Actually, Meghan, your headset looks especially cool. It's not really clear why. It's just, you got a little extra sauce on yours. Maybe it's kind of a blind box thing?
Oh, sick. Yeah, I'm putting that on right now.
I think Tori takes a bit of time to put hers on because she's not used to the cold temperatures of Boston in winter, and she has covered herself in very large coats and pants to protect herself from the weather. So she looks a bit like the Michelin Man right now, and she kind of fumbles around in her pockets with her gloved hands trying to like get the headset on. And for some reason, like kind of seems like she seems a bit too big just for like having some heavy coats on. That you're not really sure what else she might have on under there.
To compare to that, I think Ricki, she has like very like brand name athletic wear. Basically covers her whole body. It's perfect for running in cold weather. It keeps you warm, but it lets you breathe. And I think she immediately like puts on the headset and starts like warming up.
Actually, like how cold is it where we're at? Like you said, it's snowing, but is it like super super cold or just kind of crisp?
I feel like when it's super super cold, it usually doesn't snow.
It's true.
At least that's been my experience. I was figuring, a little bit below freezing, not unreasonable.
Okay, yeah, I feel like Megan's just got kind of a basic coat, some blue jeans, some winter boots, some fingerless gloves, and just like a knit cap. But she took off to put the headset on and then put the cap over the headset.
Yeah, I think in that case, when y'all put the headset on, it doesn't look anything too weird at first. It basically looks like a sort of slightly offset overlay of the city appears. You can see, a few weird little monsters wandering around, but otherwise it basically looks like you're just kind of viewing the city through a filter until, after a few minutes, there is sort of a codec from MGS kind of sound, and then in the middle of the screen appears the host of Bit Crush. Good morning, gamers, and welcome to the Boston Battle Royale, where all your dreams come true. It's Bit Crush. I'm your host, the gaming ace from outer space, Indigo, and I hope you've been having a fantastic holiday season. The game's first year of operation is coming to a close, and to commemorate that, and to give any new players a big bombastic welcome, we're running one last tournament that will truly have you hooked. Over the next 3 days, every lucky contestant will fight for a chance at the grand prize, their heart's deepest desire, whatever that might be. But be careful out there, because one false move could be the difference between success and suffering. Today's challenge is the Trial of Speed. Each of you can see a little icon show up in the corner of your vision. It's basically a drawing of a little pennant with the Bit Crush logo on it. We've scattered flags all around Harvard Square, and each one you pick up is going to bring your score higher. Get as many as you can on your own or with a friend to get into the top 10% of teams, or else you get the axe. And remember, kids, just because you have a flag doesn't mean you get to keep it, so you'd better be ready to either defend against your fellow players or run like hell. Get ready to rush and get ready to crush. 3, 2, 1.
So, quick question out of character. Are the three of us on a team? Have we met? Or are we just all...
I don't think you've met.
Okay.
My understanding was that you three just hopped into this. It seems like you all have independent motivations.
Okay, sure, yeah. Just wanted to check. we are not a party yet. Okay.
1, let's rock! And then pretty much immediately after that, the feed cuts out, and most of the players here either start frantically scrambling around or trying to find somebody to partner up with. A few of them, presumably returning players from a previous game, basically immediately just break off running.
I'm going to do that as well towards the closest flag.
Same.
Yeah.
Are we physically near each other? Like Like, are we all in the same crowd right now? What's
I figured you would all be pretty close. I imagine that the three of you basically got off the same subway cars, same train at least. So yeah, I am picturing all three of you just going for the most obvious flag that you can see. And the thing about that is, a lot of people around here right now, I think a lot of people are also going for that flag.
Yeah,
Okay.
but see, they don't have the Eidolon. Oh wait, I don't have an Eidolon yet, do I?
I mean, I think you
Do
would
we?
have an Eidolon at this point. I just don't think you know you have it.
Oh, okay.
You could always try and reach out to your inner potential and see what you can draw for.
I think Tori is too literal minded to try that yet. So I think she's just trying to run there. And she's just trying to run in like this bundle of winter clothing that she's got on.
So, Meghan, on the other hand, is extremely vibe and feels oriented. I feel like she'd notice something weird going on with her brain.
Mm-hmm.
Should I, like, dredge for this, or?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Let's see. Your biz is 2, so I will draw 2 for you. Let's see. I have Justice and the World.
Okay, let's see. Justice is more fair, and what's the world? Oh, for a single moment, the world bends to your will. Okay. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Alright, so I think... Let me look at your Eidolon power real quick. Oh, wait. There's no power row on this, oh, no, here it is. It's down near the bottom. So yeah, you know what I think actually happens? I think Meghan is not able to get to the pennant. It gets grabbed up, and the person who got it just runs like hell. A lot of people chase after them. A few people just break off in a different direction. But what Meghan sees is actually sort of like the image of a heart is traced in neon light on the side of the wall where the pennant was stuck to. And inside sort of a tiny little hole, she can actually see just a lump of wadded up fabric. And I think if she reaches her hand in there, she will find that it is also a pennant, this one made of actual fabric, just kind of hiding inside the wall.
Huh. That's weird. Should I tell the audience what my shit is?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Meghan Bytes' Eidolon is Open Your Heart. She is a navigator, and my Eidolon can perfectly sense secrets in the area around it. So I got a pennant now.
Yep.
I'd like to... sorry to commandeer this. I'd kind of like to try something.
Okay.
Since this is presumably a mission of some kind,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to try a Ready for Anything draw if I can.
Okay, let me just refamiliarize myself with how that works. Okay, draw Gen and set all those cards aside. So I will draw 3 cards, and...
Well, my gen is 2.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing that out. I will draw 2 cards, then.
Yes.
So... I have on hold for you the High Priestess and Death.
All right, let me write that down, and I will have those to use as long as I'm hunting flags. So, all right.
All right. What about? Sorry, let me check the character name. What about Ricki? What's she up to right now?
Yeah, if someone else grabbed that flag, I think like she's just gonna keep using her momentum and like make a decision there if it's easier to steal that pendant or move to the next one.
All right. Let me think. I actually think it would make sense for Ricki to give chase. This person is making decent time compared to, let's be honest, a bunch of nerds.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Ricki is able to keep up with them fairly easily as they dodge down a side street. They look like they're middle-aged, not too much of a threat. But as she starts to close in, she does notice that there's sort of a vine covered in flowers wrapped around their right and left arms. I guess I could have just said both their arms, but yeah. So there are flowering vines wrapped around their arms, and as they notice her getting closer, I think they're just gonna look over their shoulder like, "Oh, geez, you move fast, huh?"
Yes.
Well, I was kind of hoping for a little banter. I guess that's,
no banter. Results.
Okay, in that case, green light ride? And I think they just, kind of stumble over themselves, but not before a Venus flytrap, maw erupts from the vine and just starts spewing a bunch of glowing green ooze on the ground in front of Ricki.
Can I jump it?
Yeah, I think that'd be probably beat the odds plus Ellie.
Hell yeah, my Elliot's one.
Okay, I will draw unless you want to do something else.
Draw?
Alright. That is the Empress, which, let me check the fate deck. Alright, so you create something. You know what, Ricki, why don't you go ahead and tell me a bit about your Eidolon?
Yeah, my Eidolon is in the lead, and it can transform any obstacle I have failed at it touches into an obstacle I can easily overcome.
Right, so let me think about how this would work. I think what happens is, as you are attempting to jump this puddle, you kind of misjudge how wide it is, and also this person keeps spewing more and more ooze at the ground, so it's only getting bigger. But just as you're about to hit the ground and just get soaked in it, I think there's just kind of a little ankle-high barrier that forms right at your feet, and you end up stumbling in such a way that you kind of do a somersault and have to tuck and roll as you hit the dirt, but you do avoid actually landing in the puddle. So, once you dust yourself off, you should be able to give chase again.
Yeah, she doesn't even react to it. She's like, okay, she just runs with it and is trying to go for a tackle on this person.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, Walter, what are you up to while all this is happening?
I think Walter is sort of observing this ruckus from afar.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh yeah, Walter is a young man. A fairly, not a huge YouTube following, but he makes some videos under the name of Javi Highwind, after his favorite character, Ricard Highwind from Final Fantasy II.
Of course. Everyone's favorite Final Fantasy.
I'm just shaking in my head.
And he is someone who had played some of the earlier sessions of Bit Crush. He was sort of kind of a beta tester of it. So he's kind of done all this before, so he doesn't feel a need to really participate in this so much as observe, see how the new generation's handling it.
It's kind of standing cryptically on a low rooftop and looking out at the streets below.
Yeah, he loves to do that shit.
Then yeah, Ricki, you said you were gonna go in for a tackle, so why don't you go ahead and draw POW for me? I say that. I'm gonna be the one drawing POW.
1.
Okay, yeah, that is the devil. You profit from another's pain.
I just fucking nail them with a spear.
Yeah, I think they are going to try and, spew more goo. Ugh, I hate that phrase. Could have found a better way to say that. But they are going to have their Eidolon keep spitting whatever it's spitting at you, but they aren't able to, get a good shot off before you just slam into them. I think you end up tumbling down a small staircase, and when you get up, they are just lying on their back, just looking like total shit. Ugh, I'm like 40. Why'd you have to do that for?
Why didn't you stop? she like stretches and checks herself before moving on. After she grabs the pendant, yeah.
Great, yeah. So you just grab the pendant off this person. You manage to take another couple as you go. Let's see. Back over to.
Oh, I do have a question. Just to that was a negative card though. So what bad thing happens to her?
That's a good question.
I have an idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So what if that whole situation slowed her down enough that Tori was able to catch up to the two of them?
Okay.
And Tori is just going, because she brought her sword, which is a Zweihander, with her. And she is just going to toss the Zweihander like a spear to try and like pierce the pennant and like stab it to the wall. Because like she can definitely get the Zweihander out of the wall, but she's pretty confident there aren't a whole lot of other people who are strong enough to do that.
Okay, in that case, I think that'd be a bombard, so I'll draw Ellie for you.
Okay.
I assume since we don't have ties, I can't interfere.
Nope.
Yes, I suppose not under the new tie rules.
I mean, that makes sense. That's the consequences. You can't stop Iris from doing this.
Boo.
All right, let's see. We have the Hierophant, which is you discover something, or the Moon, which is something unknown or unknowable interferes.
Ooh, I have a good idea for the Moon, actually.
Okay.
So, it seems like other people are discovering their Eidolons. I think what if what happened here is Tori does throw her Zweihander like with perfect accuracy, except like her Eidolon unconsciously activates and just completely fucks up her aiming because she's not expecting it.
Yeah, I believe her Eidolon is Knight of the Wind.
Yes,
so
and when I use it,
picturing...
I can control the wind, which means that just a gust of wind blows her sword completely off course.
Yeah, I think it ends up kind of smashing through a cafe window, which I don't think anybody in there is particularly happy about it, but also I do think it would knock the pennant loose. The only problem is that the ensuing gale just sort of carries it off along with several other pennants that it just managed to strip from the walls of the various buildings surrounding you.
I am sorry. I am unsure why that happened.
I just run towards the pennants. More pennants now.
Let me think. How do I want to phrase this? I would like to, I guess, reveal my master plan that I'm just going to be like the pennants being thrown by the wind are just going to come to me.
Okay, yeah, sure. Alright, reveal your master plan. That's drawing...
Wouldn't that be more like what's it called? Not master plan. Fate. Tempt Fate
I suppose
Biz.
you could make an argument for challenging Fate Biz. Let me think about...
Yeah, unless
you planned on Iris's character getting that particular Eidolon.
Maybe I know secrets.
Regardless,
say what?
It is 2 cards regardless. I'll say that much.
True.
Sure.
But yeah, I do think the flavor for challenge Biz probably challenge Fate Biz probably works a bit better. Let's see. There is the Sun and the Tower. So
the Sun. Let's go.
All right, the Sun, you are given cause to celebrate. So, what I'm imagining is just this gale only gets stronger. It is whipping people's jackets around. A couple people who are in the middle of running or fighting even get, like, bowled over as this increasingly long chain of pennants just moves its way through the sky, and Meghan, who is paying some attention, but I imagine that she's been spending most of this time just continuing to look for other pendants, it basically just falls into her hand.
How many of these came to me just now?
Couple dozen, honestly. It was a big gale. That also means, good news, Meghan, you are at the top of the leaderboard. Bad news, Meghan, you're at the top of the leaderboard.
I'm on my way to take those pennants, because I was already following them.
I think as you're on the way, Meghan actually gets accosted by another player. Looks like, I'm gonna be honest, he looks like kind of a dick. Like, he can only be like 17 at most, but he's decked out completely head to toe in vineyard vines. He's just got this look on his face it's not quite a sneer, but like you can tell that there's like an inner sneer poking through.
Just picture a douchebag, basically.
Yeah, and hovering over his shoulder, there is this pulsating, glowing orb that's just kind of... It doesn't, it's an orb. It can't really look at you, but you do get the sense that it is going to pull some shit, and he's just casually walking towards you like, alright, now hand over the flags, and no one gets hurt.
Alright, what secrets does this guy have?
Let's see. I think, that'd probably also be a dredge.
Alright. Now, do I play my ready for anything cards before drawing, or...
Instead of drawing.
Instead of drawing.
Instead of drawing.
You just play one instead of drawing.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and draw.
Alright, let's see, that's 2 cards. That is the Chariot and Temperance.
Both of my
Chariot
resumes.
Chariot is you exceed your own limits, and Temperance is you are met with an equal and opposite reaction.
Oh, I'm gonna go with exceed my own limits, because I have no idea what that would mean.
Okay, I think I can sort of picture this. What do you think Open Your Heart looks like, if it looks like anything at all? It could be intangible for all I know.
I think Open Your Heart looks like... Basically, it looks like a holographic drawing of a heart on her forehead.
Okay, yeah, then I think that kind of gets blindingly bright for a moment to the point where this guy has to shield his eyes, and you are just suddenly overwhelmed with basically his entire life history as little hearts appear all over his body. Like, you know where he was born, you know what all his passwords are, you know about the one time he cheated on a history test in 7th grade, you know every little crime he's committed, every little lie he's told, and I don't know that most of that is necessarily useful. It's just kind of a lot of information all at once. You do get a sense for what his Eidolon Sonic Boom does, though, which is it will just blast you with very loud sound, and it will hurt if he does that.
Okay.
I also think because you're having to deal with all this audio at once, not audio, sorry, all this input at once, it does give the other two a bit of time to catch up to you.
Yeah, I am. If she doesn't seem to be noticing me, I'm just gonna grab them and keep running. If she seems to try to avoid me, I'm gonna tackle her.
All right, yeah. What are we thinking?
I think she'd be a bit distracted by the nonsense.
Oh yeah, then I'm just gonna take them. I'm not gonna listen, she's not moving. I'm just gonna grab them.
Hey.
Right,
I throw her back too.
I think in that case, this guy is going to attack Ricki instead. So let me think. Ricki, why don't you give me a beat the odds? Let's say plus POW. I know I'm kind of hitting your off stat a lot, but
no, that's fine. 1.
All right. Let's see. That is the Fool. You become who you're needed to be in this moment.
Yeah, that works.
Think about... I'm trying to think about what that would really manifest as right now.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like I become... I will know like what the challenge is.
So what's happening is essentially as you grab these flags and start moving again, this kid, his Eidolon flashes, and you just feel this kind of powerful, bassy vibration moving through your whole body. It's shaking you. It's very loud. I guess what I'm picturing is almost you just kind of send white noise back at him. But I'm not sure how that would happen with the powers of In the Lead. I guess you haven't failed at an obstacle right now.
Yeah.
So what I think might happen is that you are just enduring the sound. It does slow you down a bit just because it is, again, kind of a lot of sensory input all at once. But you are continuing to move forward, and I think this kid realizes he's not going to get those flags if he just blasts you, so he's going to run up and try and, like, yank them out of your hand, which isn't going super well for him because you were definitely much stronger than this guy.
Yeah. Like, if he gets close enough, I might just, like, try to pull him down, kind of like in a judo or like, just pull him down to the floor, like, when he reaches forward, just like, no, yank.
No, those are mine. Give them back.
I'm stepping on him.
Wow.
To keep him down, gosh.
Uh-huh, sure, okay.
No, I am fully picturing you just stomping this kid in the gut.
How much is he moving? That's how much I'm stomping.
I think he stops moving after the first two.
Good boy.
So yeah, I guess the current situation is that, you know, you have a little under a couple dozen pennants. Tori, I think, has none at this point, and Meghan has 2.
Mm-hmm. I felt bad. I gave her 2.
But I think the leaderboard is sort of starting to destabilize. Other people are climbing up in the rankings more. Some people you see just getting knocked down to the bottom one after the other as presumably they're beaten up and their flags are taken.
This is a weirdly violent game.
I was going to ask if there were any rules or anything, but we didn't get into that.
A little inset shows up in the bottom of the screen. No rules, just right.
Oh.
Okay, then.
Take what's yours by right, by any means necessary. That's the law of the jungle.
That's actually the full Outback Steakhouse slogan. They don't usually say the whole thing, but...
Yeah, the other day I went in and just like stole a blooming onion from someone's table.
Yeah, this is mine
and they
now.
couldn't do anything.
This is my
It's
blue.
mine
Yeah.
now by right.
They complained to the server, and they just went, rules of nature, motherfucker.
Yeah, take it back.
Walter, are you still just kind of like
God, I want a blooming
looking
onion
down
now.
cryptically as you just continue to be at the bottom of the leaderboard?
Walter's sort of jotting down notes in his little notepad about the players that are drawing his interest the most. He is writing down Tori, Ricki, and Meghan's names. Like, these 3 seem to have a lot of potential.
Really curious what he sees in Tori at this moment.
She has a cool sword.
That is true. She did bring a cool sword.
And then threw it away.
No, she's got it back now. She
can use recall, but also I imagine she just went into the cafe and was like, sorry.
yeah, she doesn't know she can use recall yet. So yeah, she just went into the cafe and picked it up.
Yeah, that one behind the espresso machine, that's my sword. I'm so sorry.
So yeah, I think the 3 of you are... Well, let's be honest. Ricki is still in, like, the middle field. She's doing okay. The other 2 of you are just... No. You're doing pretty bad.
I think Tori, sort of following Ricky's trail, does end up finding Meghan, and seeing that she looks a little out of sorts, goes up to her and places like a... it looks kind of comical because, again, she is wearing a bunch of winter gear, and so she has just one of those like gloves that's basically like a mitt, and she just places it on Meghan's shoulder and says, Are you doing well? You seem to be unnerved by the present predicament.
Well, I didn't know this would be like a full contact combat sport, you know? I thought it'd just be fun, you know, like flag football, you know? You just grab the flags. I didn't know it'd be punching and kicking.
It does seem to be the case that there is going to be a mixture of both brains and brawn needed for this tournament. I would propose a contract with you.
God damn it, Iris!
That seems awfully forward, but I mean, if you want to team up for the game, sure.
So angry.
Indeed, if you will be my brain, and you can keep an eye on the battlefield and give me direction, and I will be your sword.
Sounds good. Give me a second. What does Open Your Heart see when it looks at Ricki?
Ooh, that is a good question.
I will say, I have been successfully dredging the undertow and forgot that I have Soul Spyglass.
You do have Soul Spyglass. So yeah, go ahead and just ask a question if you want it.
All right, Fabby. What would you say, and you have to answer honestly, is Ricki's most glaring weakness?
Wait, did we play a positive or neutral card yet?
Played a positive card earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure the last actual move with a card was me dredging the undertow. So.
Yes, that's a good point.
Yeah. Overconfidence because she has won this game before.
Gotcha. All right. Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Tori.
Tori, I'm Meghan. So I can kind of see what's up with people in a weird way. I don't really know the particulars, but that lady's whole thing is that she's way too self-confident, super full of herself. If you can get under her skin, you could probably make something happen.
Okay, so I need to somehow take... God... So I need to somehow shake her confidence in herself.
Or we could play into it. Follow my lead. Hey, super cool sports lady there with all the flags?
Yes, that's me. Hi.
Hey, so you're pretty good at this. I've never seen anybody move like you do.
Thank you. Not my first competition.
What's it's my first time. I gotta know, what's your secret? How'd you get so good at this?
I think I am going to ask you to roll Dazzle for this. To draw a Dazzle for this, which is, you have 3 glam.
I do have 3 glam.
Let's see. We have the Hanged Man, the Star, and the Lovers. Let's see. The Lovers is you're faced with 2 paths. The Hanged Man, you must make an impossible choice. I don't know if that one necessarily fits. Or the Star, which is a new direction reveals itself.
So, my main goal here is to try and get Ricki to let her guard down so Tori can make a move.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I want to play the Star.
Alright, yeah. Then I think, Ricki... This person, listen, they clearly are just a much worse competitor than you.
Mm-hmm.
Stars in their eyes, as it were.
Yeah.
And, you know.
I already felt pity for her. I gave her 2 Like, fine, she's cute. I'll give her another one. I'll give her 3. I have enough and then get more.
You're so generous. Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Winks at you.
Wow. Can I get your autograph?
You know what? Sure. You have a pen? Have a pen? Something?
Oh, yeah. I've always got a pen. Hold up. And then she reaches into like a coat pocket and pulls out like... She pulls out a ballpoint pen that doesn't have a lid anymore. God knows if it'll still write.
I'm just picturing Ricki like trying to do the thing where like you shake it a bit, you draw circles on the page.
Yeah.
Scratch.
She like touches the tip to her tongue to try to get it wet again.
Yeah.
Tori, what are you going to do with this opportunity?
So I am going to do the classic Zweihander technique of grabbing it by the blade and just swing the pommel at Ricki to, do a little blunt force trauma.
Okay, yeah, this is going to be Scrap plus Ellie, I think.
Oh, Ellie, not just a pal.
Oh wait, no, sorry, I did not realize that your POW is higher than your Ellie. I'm so used to high Ellie virtuoso.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
All right, yeah, so drawing 3.
All right, let's see. We have the Magician, the Hermit, and Judgment. I know that the Hermit is your actions isolate you. The Magician is you achieve an impossible success. And Judgment is your past failures catch up to you.
I am going to go with Magician this time.
Alright, so I think what happened is, once again, you do attempt to attack with the Zweihander without realizing the true power of Knight of the Wind. So you end up slamming Ricki in the back, and she just gets fucking launched down the street. She's,
Whoa!
She bounces off the roof of a sedan. All the pennants just, like, fall to the ground for the taking. And I think as Ricki goes...
I just meant for you to, like, pickpocket her, dude! What the hell?
Tori, like, looks at her, like, mitted hands and says, I cannot pickpocket with these.
Oh, hey, are you okay? And Megan's actually going to go running toward Ricki.
I think the Gale managed to whip up several more pennants, which are now flying through the air, down to the 3 of you, along with the snow. But I think all this ruckus did manage to attract the attention of yet another rival player. This one, she is wearing kind of, tattered jeans, kind of cheap but comfy-looking jacket. Her shirt is stained with oil, and she just kind of has a whirling halo of scrap around her head. You all right? You look like you took a fall there.
Just fine. Just 1 second.
Oh, no. You should really just stay down. You don't want to get hit by this stuff.
Did I cause her damage track to go up?
I think it would be reasonable to say you caused her damage track to go up, yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to move Ricki to Winded.
Get it? Winded?
Boo!
Woof. See, I think this person's tactic is to just approach with all that junk whirling around her like a storm and just casually pick up whatever pennants come to her. Or absorb them into the halo. They just sort of, if they fall too close to it, get sucked into the gravitational pull of it.
I wonder if that power still works if someone's knocked out.
That's a good question.
Are
you
yes.
Okay. Are you just, like, lunging at her?
Yeah. Either head to the face or maybe like a chokehold from behind.
Alright, let's see. The POW is already 1, so I don't think I can, like, make this a more difficult roll, but I will say, because of all the debris whirling through the air, probably worse consequences on a neutral or a negative, if you think that's alright.
Cool.
Alright. And what you get is strength, which, let me see.
Mm-hmm.
You triumph through force.
Uh-huh.
So I think what happens is you basically leap to your feet and just do an uppercut, which smashes clean through all the scrap metal and garbage flying around this woman's head. And then before she can react, you just punch her in the gut so hard that you can easily knock her out with 1/3 and final punch. And with that, all the things hovering around her head just sort of clatter to the ground, sadly.
What was her power?
Oh, well, her power was, give me one moment to check my notes. That was Revving Up, alias Scrap Brain. The first person, by the way, was using Green Light Ride, alias Chemical Plant.
Oh boy.
God.
So this is how it's gonna be.
Only for this session, I could not think of that many puns on Sonic stages, I'm gonna be honest.
Well met, humble audience. My name is Tori. Ricki had advised me that if I wish to convince others to study sword fighting, as I did, I should learn how to market myself. I am not entirely certain that I understand what she meant by that, and I am skeptical that mere words will be more convincing than a display of my prowess. However, I suppose it is worth a try. If you have been impressed, nay, inspired, by my chivalrous combat, I encourage you to subscribe to my team on Patreon at patreon.com/Eidolon Playtest. For $1 a month, you can bear witness to our achievements a week in advance of when the town criers will describe the events for free. For $3 a month, you get access to the GM notes, as well as a bonus monthly design podcast where Luke and Molly work on the game. For $5 a month, you can retrieve a digital scroll of the current draft of Eidolon Become Your Best Self, and your name will be read out during this segment, so all will know that you are a noble patron of the arts. Finally, for $10 a month, you will receive the Grab Bag, monthly bonus content that will change over time. Currently, Zoe is hosting a podcast called Yuji Got Fingered, where she introduces Iris, Luke, Molly, and Tai to Jujutsu Kaisen, 2 episodes at a time. I am unfamiliar with this show, but that podcast title sounds quite vulgar. I'm starting to regret listening to Ricky's advice. In any case, if you cannot or do not wish to support us monetarily, do not be ashamed. Many times I have had to make difficult decisions regarding where to spend my coin, so as to afford the materials needed to keep my equipment properly maintained and polished. You can still show your appreciation by giving us a 5-star rating on iTunes, or just recommending our tale to your fellow knights. Now, I suppose it is time for me to read aloud the names of our generous patrons. Dragon Ball Torture, Dexter Sinister, Professor Piggy, Trans Butch Joey, more like Eidolon Poop Test. Well, if it is a challenge you want, Sir Poop Test, I encourage you to join me on the field of battle, and then we will see who is more like poop. I am not good at this. I should not have... Just ignore that, please. Mitchell Dill, Adam Rust, Nobody, Fox X Fire, Jordan Sam, Alex Lopez, John Brownlee, Megan Anderson, Queen Cat Attack, Spellbound Mage, Jennifer, Bird Wizard, Zach Weatherford, Icy Shadow, Timothy Miller, Black Album 22, AJ, Jeans, Robust Laser, and Celeste Jennings. Your support is much appreciated. You should know that I am bowing right now, even though you cannot see that since this is an audio medium, but I feel it is only polite for me to do so. Am I done now, Ricki?
What's the leaderboard looking like right now, Maxie?
Let's see. With the various pennants that have just been, ripped off of walls, I think how it's looking is that Ricki would be still in the midfield, a comfortable lead over most of the players in the game, but not quite enough to actually make it to round 2. And then Tori and Meghan, they are actually showing up as a single line on the leaderboard now. It just says, unnamed team, and then, a little picture of a sword and a little picture of a heart. They are, near the top of the, band between, bottom 75% and top 10%. So, they could make their way in there, but it is pretty tight in the top 10%.
I think this is about the point where Walter's going to step in and reveal his master plan.
Okay. What is your master plan, Walter?
Because he knows from his time as a beta tester that there is a little bug in the programming of this specific game, where when the leaderboard reaches a specific sequence of numbers, it glitches and rolls over, and all the ones from the person at the top go to the person at the bottom.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I will draw 2 for you, because you have 2 gen.
But I'm using Forbidden Memories, exploiting knowledge of the Undertow that is unknown or unknowable to human beings. So I draw a Biz.
Oh, okay, so that will be drawing 3.
Yes.
I'm actually nearing the bottom of the deck, so that will be 2, and then I will have to shuffle real quick. You have 10, for the Wheel of Fortune, 4, the Emperor, and 11, Justice. So that would be, the forecast is inverted. So that is actually, you succeed but draw a singular focus to yourself. You are at the mercy of the fates. Or the situation becomes less fair.
I think it would make sense that I succeed but draw a singular focus to myself.
Okay. Yeah, so, Crystal, why don't you describe who is currently at the very bottom? I guess it would be you, because you've not bothered to get any pennants.
Exactly. I have 0 points.
So yeah, I guess, the person at the top of the leaderboard, their score overflows, and, all of you can see just sort of reality itself seeming to glitch out in front of you, not just in the Undertow layer, but it almost seems as if the real world is also shifting for a moment, until it settles back into place, and Walter Wednesday is just... He has the longest fucking chain of pennants you've ever seen. It is down the block.
What mockery is this?
Is that a magic trick?
I think that's cheating.
This Griffin McElroy motherfucker, just the most generic looking skinny white boy with glasses and a plaid shirt and a scarf and a messenger bag wrapped around him. You haven't even noticed at all, who's just sitting at the roof observing this, suddenly cackles and throws down the smoke bomb and runs away.
Come back and face me in honorable combat, you coward.
Come back and teach me how you did that!
I will say, you drew a singular focus to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I think actually happens is, you throw down the smoke bomb, and you do attempt to run away. But you've only made it a few steps before you find yourself suddenly stepping on something very sharp, and immediately after that, you find yourself stumbling over a pothole that definitely was not there before. And as the smoke begins to clear and you can take a closer look around yourself, you can see that in front of you, there is a woman wearing, what the kids these days call assassin core. She's wearing a black hoodie, black jeans, fingerless leather gloves, cloth face mask, and on her shoulders is what looks like if a backpack were a Muppet. Like, it's got eyes and shit, and it's unzipped, and instead of zipper teeth. It seems to have actual teeth. And she just holds up a hand in front of her face and says, "That was impressive work, but you're going to have to do better than that if you want to defeat Camille Kuno, destroyer of all new players." The newbie crusher, they call me.
Oh, I'm not a newbie.
All who wish to win this competition... Hang on, no, listen, I'm still trying to workshop this whole spiel. All who would seek to win this competition must first defeat Camille Kuno. The Iron Gate? No, that's... Oh, shit, that's nothing. She's, stroking her chin, trying to think of something.
While she's doing that, I would like to try to get a read on Camille Kuno.
Alright, in this case, I think I'm going to call that an investigate roll, so I will draw Jen.
Sure. That's still 2 of them?
Yep. Alright, so you have the Empress and the Magician, and you need to ask a question for each.
Okay. Alright, for the Magician, what weaknesses can I exploit?
Alright, let's see. So you can tell, based on... how she's set herself up with all these caltrops scattered across the ground, you can tell that the way her Eidolon works is that it is based more on area control than anything else. She will probably suffer in a straight-up fight. The challenge is, of course, going to be actually getting in there to attack her, but she can't maintain total coverage of the area, so if you can find a good route in, that should get you where you need to go.
Okay. And so for the other one, which was what again?
That would be the Empress, and let me check the fate deck real quick. So the Empress is you create something, and it is a neutral card.
Okay. What's hidden here?
Okay, I think treating that as a neutral... She has managed to lay traps through, essentially, on this entire street and the surrounding area. There are pit traps here and there. You can feel little creatures of shadow, lying in wait, waiting to strike. You are basically totally surrounded right now by this woman's traps. Her abilities can only reshape the undertow itself. So if you are able to find somewhere that she can't get into, or somewhere where the infrastructure of Bit Crush hasn't touched it as much, you can create a safe pathway through that.
Okay.
Sorry again that was kind of long-winded.
No, that's fine. All right, hold up. So we're just down the street somewhere, right?
Yeah, I'm imagining it's sort of near one of the kind of large, open college areas of Harvard. But next to that, there's a brick sidewalk. There is a slightly trafficked street. Most of the traffic is not there right now. I think you're probably in a narrower side street kind of leading up to that area. You know what I mean?
Okay. Can I tell where the traps are with my hearts and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. If you pay attention, you can sort of form little hearts around the areas where they are.
Okay. I'm gonna just try and weave my way between some traps and go at this lady. Try and get some of the well, actually, does she have any of the flags, or did she just knock Walter down and then start gloating?
She actually has quite a few flags. Probably not quite enough to make it into the top 10%, but enough that she's clearly been, her claims of stomping newbies are not completely made up, at the very least.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get past these traps and, I don't know, maybe try and swipe some stuff from her while she's gloating over this fucking Griffin McElroy motherfucker.
Alright, I think that because of how dense they are, you are going to need to take a little bit of time to actually do that. Tori and Ricki, are either of you going to try something in the meantime?
Yeah, you said I'm still, nowhere near the top 10?
Yeah, you basically gotten a lot of your penance stolen away now. You're still like in the mid range, but
If I don't see any obvious better target, I'm gonna get the pendants from this knockdown Griffin McElroy looking motherfucker.
all right, Walter, do you have any plan to defend yourself?
I think Walter wants to try to basically shrink his hitbox so that he can't get hit.
All right, in that
I'm
case,
going for your. That's fine. I'm going for your flags.
yeah,
Well, the hitbox on the flags also. So it's like you need to be pixel perfect to grab these flags.
Okay, yeah, then we'll call that beat the odds plus Ellie on Fabby's part.
It's okay. She plays a lot of fighting games. She knows what to do. She can do a perfect parry. That's 1.
You got the devil again.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I am going.
Now, to be fair, that is a neutral card.
No, that's negative, but she has.
Oh, it's negative,
Oh
right?
yes, it is negative, but it does involve profiting.
Yeah, you profit from the pain of others.
Let's see. Let me think for a second if I can think of anything very clever and funny. No, I do imagine that Ricki would get the penance without much trouble. She is able to pinpoint, snatch up the flags by the hitbox, no matter how small it is. I'm just with her index finger and thumb. And I think while that's happening, I'm imagining that Walter is sufficiently distracted that he is not busy paying attention to what he maybe should be, which is the shadowy hands forming out of the undertow itself and grabbing at his ankles and raking at his back. So I am going to advance Walter's damage track. That takes him to Winded, I believe. And speaking of Winded, Tori, what are you up to while Meghan is playing hopscotch and these other two are screwing around with the flags?
I think I'm sort of getting a hang of what this new power does. I think Tori is gonna like see what that newbie killer is doing, and even though like she is attacking the person in the lead, Tori doesn't really like that person's style. She's going to rush up to where Walter is and say, "Halt! The opponent is already down."
You think I got to the top of the... she, like, looks at the side of the screen, so it just looks like she's averting her gaze for a second. You think that the 5th best player in the leaderboards is going to give up just because of a false display of weakness? You must be more of a fool than I took you for.
If you are not going to conduct yourself in an honorable fashion, then I will do what I must to protect those who need it.
Yeah, okay, you do that. I got, like, flags to take care of?
Wait, you're just gonna run away?
I mean, you know, I'll probably beat her up now. And she points at Ricki.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, okay. Wasn't ready for that one. I'm gonna be honest.
Swordsman lady, you wanna beat this person up and split the flags evenly?
I would prefer one-on-one combat, but this person does need to be taught a lesson in honorable combat.
I think Megan's gonna pop up. It's like, you know, teaming up would be easier than splitting the winnings. Like, that's a mechanic in the game. You know?
I thought only teams of 2 were allowed.
I think again, Indigo pops up in the corner of the screen. What part of like no rules just right is so hard about this for you people?
Oh, okay, yeah. We can for this round. We can team up. Here, and she gives you the flags. Meghan, like, Meghan, here. Don't screw me over. I don't want to punch you, but if you do, I will. We're in a team now.
Very well. The contract is complete.
I really wish you'd stop calling it a contract, dude.
But
Is she like a demon?
no, it is a formal agreement between interested parties. It is a contract.
Anyway, I go low.
Why do you
high.
talk like a badly dubbed samurai?
I've watched a lot of anime.
Go. Yeah, I think she's like, I go low, you go high, and she's gonna try to knock her down.
All right. Do you have any plan for dealing with the caltrops and the shadow hands?
I have a plan.
Oh, okay.
Run directly into them, and if they hurt me, revert them into something that won't hurt me.
Okay, how about a better idea though? Tori is going to sweep her Zweihander horizontally and blow the caltrops away.
All right, I think this is going to be a breakthrough.
Yes, so that will be a POW, so draw 3 cards.
All right. Let's see, that's Strength, the Sun, and Temperance. So I think that's 2 positive, 1 neutral.
Actually, 2 positive and my dissonant.
Oh, okay.
So you said Strength and the Sun are the positive?
Uh-huh.
Okay, it ignores normal forecast, so yeah, I'll just go ahead and go with the Sun.
Right, yeah, that means you force your way through with finesse and ease, nothing is permanently damaged, and no attention is drawn to you. So I think this time around, Tori has sufficient control over her strike and understanding of her powers that when she swings the sword, it elegantly, like, lifts up the caltrops and sort of just deposits them to either side of the street, allowing Ricki to have a much less obstructed path. I think the shadow hands are a little trickier to get rid of because they aren't really physical objects. They're more ideoforms born of the undertow. So I'm going to say, Ricki, I'm going to have you draw Challenge Fate plus Ellie, but I'm actually going to give you an extra card because the way has been largely cleared for you.
Cool. So that's 2 cards.
All right. So you have the Fool, which is you become who you need to be in this moment, and the Hermit, which is your actions isolate you.
Let me see what the Hermit inverted is. Leaves you surrounded. That's not great either. I guess you become who you are needed to be in this moment again.
All right. Yeah. So I think, like with Walter, the hands do like grab at your ankles. They try and claw at you, and a few of them do manage to gain purchase, but by and large, you are able to shake them off and keep moving forward. And I think as you close in on Camille, her facade sort of breaks for a second, and she's like, "Oh, you've made it past my first obstacle, but are you capable of..." and then I think you can just, like, clock her if you want.
Yeah, just knock her down. Like, no, knock her out.
I don't think you're able to knock her out as such, but you can definitely, like,
punch her, knock
her
down.
You can definitely send her to the ground. She skids back for a bit. And she does still manage to cling to her own penance, but I think the hands let go of Walter. And as Camille sort of struggles to her feet, she's like, "You 4 are more formidable than I thought. I'm going to have to get serious. Dangerous ground! Crush them to bits." Fuck, you don't crush things to bits. That's not... Fuck. And...
Wait, 4 of us? Hey, buddy, do you have a team?
We could be a team.
Yeah! I mean, it seems to me that the rules are, I guess the lack thereof means that, like, theoretically everybody could just team up and then no one would lose.
That's for wussy babies who can't deal with a real challenge. As for your teamwork, you can all enjoy it in hell! And dangerous ground, a lot of the shadow hands like lash out at the undertow and sort of start peeling walls off of the real physical walls that they... I don't know whether the word would be surround or represent. And they like grab them and start attaching them to each other, like stitching them together, smashing them together, until I think 3 of you, namely Walter, Tori, and Ricki, are soon surrounded by these glowing walls on all sides, and the Shadow Hands are like slowly pushing them in towards you like a trash compactor. But Meghan, I think you managed to get enough distance from where they were that, you're just kind of chilling outside of the trash compactor, as it were.
Okay, I know. Look, I know this is a competitive game, but, like, it looks like you're trying to just do a murder.
I would like to reveal my master plan.
Okay.
So, as the walls come closer to us and are about to crush us, I think Tori, like, her mobility has been limited quite a bit by all this winter gear on her, but this time she just starts moving, not caring about keeping the clothes intact, and her coat and stuff just start tearing away. And as she places her hands like against the walls, you can see her winter gear fall away. And the reason that she appeared so bulky is because she was wearing a full suit of armor beneath all of that gear. And you can,
God damn it.
the sun just glints off of like the perfectly polished silver. So she is going to attempt to stop the walls by simply being an immovable object.
Okay, yeah, so, you said reveal your master plan for that?
Yes.
I feel like that could also be Challenge Fate plus POW.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Challenge Fate plus POW, so that'll be 3 cards.
Okay.
Alright, so you have the Hanged Man, the Hierophant, and the World. So that would be, you discover something, you must make an impossible choice, or for a single moment the world bends to your will.
I'm gonna go with the World.
So what I think happens in this case is, I'm going to interpret this somewhat literally. You are forcing yourself against these walls to stop them from moving in spite of the efforts of dangerous ground. And the thing is that these walls are shaped from the undertow. They're not necessarily physical objects. You can interact with them because you're in the game and they're a game construct, but as your hands find purchase, you're actually able to dig into the walls somewhat, and you have this instinctive understanding almost of how dangerous ground is functioning and how you yourself might reshape the undertow through sheer force of will in this very moment. I don't know if you just want to smash the walls, crush them not to bits, just crumple them down. I don't know if you want to reshape them, so what do you think?
I think, again, Tori is someone who just, like, she's a very straightforward person, so she is just going to rip them apart.
I think Camille is speechless and just, like, a little sweaty now.
This is all you have to fight us with? No wonder you did not want a straightforward fight.
Well, honestly, I thought psychic walls were gonna be a lot. Oh, jeez.
You're such a noob.
You did not just say that to me!
Yeah, noob, what are you gonna do about it?
Noob's short for newbie, which is what you are.
No. Newbie is just someone who's new. A noob, N-O-O-B. Someone who sucks.
I get it now. Thank you for explaining the lingo to me.
I have heard of this terminology, but I have not seen a noob in real life before.
And if you're an N00B, then you really suck.
A knob?
No, it's still pronounced noob, but it's written differently.
Oh, okay.
Walter, do you want to do a dazzle draw for me?
Yeah, sure. My glam is 2, I believe. Yes, that's correct.
Yes. Okay, so that's going to be the Chariot inverted or the Lovers inverted. So let's see. The Lovers inverted is a choice is made without your input, and the Chariot inverted is your limits assert themselves firmly.
Let's go with choices made without my inputs.
Alright, I think what happens is, as you are, really, you are getting under Camille's skin, certainly. But she's not taking the bait. She is standing right where she is, continuing to try and form new walls, which, Tori can just crush just as easily, so it's not doing her much good. But as that's happening, Meghan can actually see another player approaching. This one is, like Walter, kind of an unassuming person. He's wearing a white band hoodie and black slacks. But behind him is this enormous four-armed creature, which is just stomping slowly towards Camille. There's some dangerous ground behind her as well, but it's just ignoring it entirely. It is stepping on these caltrops without flinching. It is shaking off these shadow hands, and by the time she notices this person and his Eidolon approaching, it is too late. He's just like, they're right. You really are a noob, Camille. And two of his Eidolon's arms just smack her to the ground, and then a third yanks away her penance. And he just stretches. You four aren't half bad. I'll be impressed if you manage to make it to the final round, though. Especially with that dead weight on your side, and he just gestures at Walter. And then he just kind of leaves. And Camille, meanwhile, is freaking the hell out. She's like, oh god, oh no. This cannot be happening.
While he's walking away, I would like to reveal my master plan.
Please.
Meghan is small, kind of unassuming person. People tend not to notice her. She's been kind of unaccounted for the last several moments by pretty much everyone around. When the guy turned around to, dramatically walk away, Meghan was standing behind him and trips him.
Okay, yeah, give me reveal your master plan. Let's see, Meghan has
2 gen.
Alright, so that's the Star and Judgment. So a new direction reveals itself, or your past failures catch up to you.
I'm gonna go with the new direction reveals itself.
Okay, I think you do just trip this guy. He falls flat on his face, and I think he is able to get up after a second, but not before you are able to just snatch a few of the pennants off of his very, very long chain.
Yeah, she's gonna she's just gonna book it back toward the group.
I think that's smart. And I think, for a second he looks very angry, but then he smirks and he's like, you know what? I changed my mind. You four are gonna be interesting after all.
Thanks.
Have a good rest of the day.
You too. I'll see you in the next round.
He goes back to stalking away, but instead of being all cryptic and menacing this time, he just waves to you, and his Eidolon also waves with both of its right arms.
See, it's all about being a good sport.
Camille is just completely panicking. She's like, "Oh, don't give me that shit. Don't tell me it's about being a good sport. This was 5 against 1, and that was Beck Black Widow. Are you joking?"
Noob lady, please explain who that person was.
Hey. Well, talking about 5 people being strong, do you want to join our group too?
No.
Do I want to join your group? No.
I veto this.
I have a much better idea. And
Are you sure? I've got 3 glam.
No amount of glam is going to allow you to convince a dark-hearted maiden like myself to accept the power of friendship. I want that wish all to my own, no matter how many people I have to destroy to do it.
Wait, wish?
Were you not paying attention?
Yeah.
There was a whole opening spiel. She was like, "Oh, the prize is your heart's deepest desire."
Yeah, but that, I don't know, that makes it sound like it's magic or something. Like, I just assumed, like, I don't know, it was a big money prize or something.
No, it's magic.
Oh.
Yeah, it's magic.
Hey, I have a question.
Wait, this isn't Twisted Metal, is it? I didn't want to be in Twisted Metal.
What's a Twisted
There's
Metal?
no cars. How would it be Twisted Metal?
I don't, because you know, like, the wishes are like they monkey paw 'em, and then it's bad, actually.
Now, Ricki, I have a question. How do you know that the prize is magic?
Oh, because I won it before.
You what?
Is that so?
I won this competition before. And I asked, my desire was to play again, to erase my memories and do it all over again. I just know that I won, I don't remember how.
Wow,
I apparently have done it a lot of times.
you should probably stop having your mind wiped. That sounds bad.
Oh, this is fun!
Wait, what was your gamer tag in that round?
I cannot fucking believe that Fabby's character is doing a Fate Hollow Ataraxia.
Hi, surprise, this is a time loop story.
Wait, Ricki, what was your gamer tag in the round that you won?
Oh, same. Ricki and then 4 Gs. But, like, I didn't win a previous round. I won this round with these competitors. I've just been playing it over and over for a while.
Walter, I do think that if you were to check out the records on this player, it would show simultaneously that she has around 30,000 achievement points, and that this is her first playthrough.
That's unusual.
Like I said, I've won this before.
Walter makes some more notes in his little notebook.
So, I know I'm gonna win it again. Because I've won this before.
But wait, if you win this before, then does that mean we also have to play it again because you're going to wish to play it again?
See, I don't have memory, so I have no idea if y'all have been in the other rounds or if you've been stuck in this too. But yes, I am going to wish to play it again. It's fun.
How do you know that you won before?
Because that's the only memory I possess.
But why would you keep that memory if you wanted to experience it again?
Oh, because I think that was the one thing I wish. Know that I won this before. Keep the memory of my victories. Even if I didn't know how.
Huh.
And know that I won this many, many times.
Sorry, are you fucking freaks telling me that this game is rigged and that guy has database access?
I don't know about rigged. I'm just good.
God, you really are a noob.
Okay. Well, fuck this, actually. And I think Dangerous Ground is going to reach out its, like, leathery backpack arms and grab onto itself and just, like, turn itself inside out. And as it does, you just see these various masses of spines and horns and claws and teeth start to form out of the ground and out of midair and out of the buildings around you. And she's just like, I'm gonna go down fighting. Easy.
Ricki, have you ever played the game Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin?
I love that game. There are so many swords in that game.
No, I don't play video games. That stuff's for nerds.
This is a video game! What are you talking about?
This is a competition? It's very different.
I think it's time to kill chaos.
I only play fighting games. Those are real competitions. Esports.
Tori holds up her sword and says, "Yes, I agree with your assessment."
You know, one of my YouTube channels is Grimnir Garlands, named after Jack Garland's.
I got Cookie Clicker on my phone.
That's very nice.
Now, I do think Ricki would know that in the far-off year of 10 years from now, there are competitive Cookie Clicker tournaments, and she has won one.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was legitimate. Yeah, that is very nice. Cookie Clicker needs more violence, but it's fun. Cookie Clicker fights get good.
So this thing is just like transforming all the buildings around us?
Yes, or at least the undertow images of them.
Okay. And has like the main body of the Eidolon kind of vanished?
I think it's still there and it is still attached to her back. It's just kind of like fucked up. I think there's a bunch of spikes growing out of it as well. And it's Muppet, like, not really googly eyes, but you know the kind of eyes I mean, or just kind of dangling sadly down towards the ground.
Okay. Trying to figure out what I want to do here. I think I'm just going to rush at it and try to like sever the Eidolon's eyes.
All right, let me think. I'll call this beat the odds. Sorry, not beat the odds. Challenge fate plus Ellie, I think.
Okay.
Or maybe this would be more of a scrap because you are trying to attack the Eidolon directly.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then it'll be scrap plus pow. We have the devil again.
Okay.
The tower.
All right.
Or the moon.
Okay, so 3 negative cards. Sick. So I get my choice of pain here. It was the devil, the moon, and the
tower.
The
yes.
tower.
You could also push yourself.
That's true. Yeah, I guess I think I'll go with the tower. Something terrible happens.
As you charge towards her, there is still a couple small remnants of the original form of Dangerous Ground, including at least one shadow hand that just manages to carve out a chunk of the road beneath you. And it is enough to cause you to stumble. And as that happens, Dangerous Ground itself lashes out and just kind of uninverts itself in such a way that it is now gnawing on your face. To the outside, it does just look like you have your head stuck in a backpack.
I sort of flail my arms around, going, I am stuck.
I will be advancing your damage track.
Yeah, that seems fair. I'm stuck in a weird demon maw.
And while that's happening, I think the rest of the various forms are advancing towards Walter, Ricki, and Meghan.
What's your name, dude?
Oh, my name is Walter Wednesday. You might know me by some other names from my YouTube channels.
So you know computer stuff, right? It sounds like.
Yeah, I'm something of a computer geek.
Can you do something about this? Whatever the fuck.
Walter's gonna crack his knuckles and try to investigate.
Okay, yeah, let's see. Your gen is 2?
Yes, that's right.
So let's see. That is the Chariot inverted and Justice inverted, which I believe is your limits assert themselves firmly or the situation becomes less fair.
Let's play Justice for, what weakness can I exploit?
I think the biggest weakness you can exploit here is that, Camille was already kind of like losing control a little bit, and, the thing about reshaping your Eidolon, which is an extension of your own psyche, is that it's not, like, good for you, and you probably shouldn't do it recklessly. So I think she's kind of experiencing a lot of overload, wouldn't be quite the right word, but just, her psyche is very vulnerable right now, maybe more so than her body.
Okay, and I'll play the Chariot for who's in control.
Alright, let's see. Your limits assert themselves firmly, so I'm thinking, in spite of all this, in the moment, I would say she's in control because she is essentially taking control of all of the psychic energy that surrounds the four of you and making it hostile, making the whole area into, not necessarily a death trap, but a hazardous environment, to be sure.
Okay. What's Walter gonna do here? I think what he wants to do is somehow sever her connection to her Eidolon.
To the game? Okay, to the Eidolon.
Yes.
Let's see. I think probably the easiest way to do that would be to either generate interference or attack the headset directly.
Yes, I think Walter is probably going to need to drop his facade for this one and sort of turn into pure code to enter the headset correctly to kind of like cut off its power, basically.
All right. Let's call that challenge fate plus biz. So I'll draw 3 for that. Now let's see. The Lover's inverted, Judgment inverted, and the Emperor inverted. So you succeed but draw a singular focus to yourself. Choice is made without your input, or a past kindness is repaid.
Yeah, let's go with the past kindness is repaid.
All right, let me think about this.
I can give something from Walter's backstory that could fit.
That, you know what, that would actually be wonderful. Walter, tell me about a past kindness that could be repaid.
There was a point where Walter tried to take physical form in like a drone, and that didn't really go well when the drone got physically damaged. And, like, the damage to the drone ended up also damaging his, like, code a little bit. And the way that he was able to break out of that is when someone else, who's to say who it is, maybe it's someone in this very room, was able to disconnect him from the drone so that he could, like, return to the mainframe and recover and repair his code. So he is, like, because of that experience, he is aware of how to do this, like, safely.
Okay, yeah. In that case, I think even as she is trying to remove the headset, you are slowly making progress, and because you are aware of how to do it safely, the system isn't really engaging the fail-safes it normally would. So gradually, all these spikes and horns and whatnot just sort of fade away or, like, stutter back to where they were originally in the shapes they were originally. The shadowy hands are starting to go limp. And I think the path at this point is essentially completely clear to her as she continues struggling pretty hopelessly with the AR headset.
Okay, so what exactly is going on with
basically her Eidolon is failing / demanifesting in such a way that she's becoming basically helpless.
Okay. I think Meghan is going to try and run up and just get the headset off of her.
Okay, yeah. Honestly, I'm not even going to make you roll for this one. I think, there's a little catch in the back that keeps it attached. I think Meghan is able to remove it and just pull the headset off. And as soon as she does, Camille just, like, collapses in a heap. She's still breathing, like, she's not injured or dead or anything, but the sensation was overwhelming enough that it just kind of knocked her out.
Jeez! There should be warning labels on these things.
Yeah, Tori, like, her head now freed from the clutches of the evil backpack. Like,
I will say, I was picturing it's just like a normal backpack, so it was still on her head.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good idea. I think Tori is just now, like, still kind of, she's got her hands on the backpack, but, like, it's stuck, like, on her armor, and she's having trouble, like, one of the straps is, like, stuck on her armor, so she can't get it off her head. And she's like, friends, is Is it defeated? It is still attacking me.
Can I just get her out of the backpack?
Yes.
So I assume I'm like bigger and taller than you. So I'm just like.
Mm.
Well, that was something. What's our score? How are we doing?
I think if you check the leaderboard, you will find that there is currently unnamed team, sword symbol, heart symbol, flexing bicep symbol, inscrutable symbol that's supposed to look like an eye patch, but that doesn't really work when there's not another eye to go with it. So it's just kind of like a semicircle on an arc.
What? All right.
And I do think that with the penance that Meghan took from that other guy, the four of you do have just about enough to crack the top 10% as a little chime plays and Indigo reappears on screen. All right, everybody, I hope you had a fantastic first game. Let's give it up for all the players who are going to be moving on to the next round. The rest of you can go fuck off. We'll see you next year.
Very rude.
It's part of my streamer persona, you know. I'm a little casual. I'm a little sassy. People love it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we need a name for the team, and I think I've got it.
What's the team name?
So this game is like an augmented 3D, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're all really good at Bit Crush, right?
That is correct.
Yeah?
And there's 4 of us?
Yeah?
Indeed.
So our name is the Crush 4D.
Yeah, that name sounds great. I see no reason why I would not like this name.
Go fuck yourself. Awful.
Crush 4D.
There is no reason why I, Ricki, the character in this show, would hate this name.
Eidolon Crush is produced by Audio Entropy. You can find us at audioentropy.com as well as patreon.com/Eidolon Playtest. You can follow us on Twitter at Eidolon Playtest. You can follow Maxie at Maxie Satan, Mike at Mike Loves Rabbit, Fabby at Fabby_Garza, Crystal at Arcane Crystal, and Iris at Stilts the GM. Eidolon Crush Episode 2 will air next week on June 13th for Patreon subscribers and June 20th for everyone else. I look forward to seeing you again.